How's it going, everybody? Whoa, 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 it's a show. I'm gonna do it my way. Hey, McKinley, how's it going? Hope you enjoyed that pre-show Sinatra that was going on. I'm totally gonna get slapped for it. I'm gonna get a copyright slap, but that's okay. That part doesn't go on YouTube. But I was playing some 50s music because it was BioShock. I was in a 50s mood. And Grimpen isn't here, so I decided to do it my way. There you go. Oh, McKinley says a Batman Court of Owls game has been confirmed. Yeah, I saw that. It's been rumored for so long. Same with that Kill the Justice League game. It's really nice to see that they're confirmed. It's like WB Montreal. I think they did the Arkham Origins game. And yeah, they're gonna do the next mainline Batman game. It's gonna be Court of Owls. It's gonna be great. I'm in. It's been long enough. I'm in for another Batman game. They're just pure fun. I don't know if I'll buy it on release. I'll wait till it gets cheaper. McKinley, it's calling some Dean Martin, or is that right? They both sing that song. Who's saying ain't that? Ain't that a shame? That's Domino. That must be based on my own. Yeah. Dean Martin. Yeah, it's Dean Martin. That was playing earlier as well. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I'm excited for both of these DC games. The Batman game and the Suicide Squad game. It's gonna be so fun. And I guess some of these questions will be answered at the DC Fandom. It's happening soon. I don't know when that's happening, but soon. McKinley's been playing some Tropico. It's like a mix of Sin City and Civilization. One cool feature is you can see and interact with your citizens. So he spent an hour in sandbox mode getting his secret police to kill 12-year-olds. Oh, that's nice. It's a good way to spend an hour. That's why humans aren't gods. They'd be bad. Or maybe we are. I don't know. What's going on? Fall Guys is still like the big thing. Everybody's playing Fall Guys. They're having a corporate like competition, which is a great idea. Because like one of the big things seems to be these costumes that all the characters can wear. And of course corporations want in now that it's huge. And so it seems like the developers just made them like have like a bidding war for charity on who gets a costume in the game. Which is great. It's a great idea. And Grimpen tweeted out, he retweeted one of the developers' tweets that at one point a company called Tushy was in the lead, and they had a t-shirt called Ask Me that just said "Ask me about my butthole." And the developers were like, "Oh God, no, this can't happen." But I think it's in fourth or something. I think Ninja was in first for a while there, but not anymore. McKinley asks, has Marvel had any open world games since the old GameCube Hulk game? I don't know. Not that I can think of. I mean, yeah, open world. I don't know. Yeah, lots of like level based games and stuff. Lots of phone games, of course. But even this new Avengers game isn't open world, I don't like Iron Man VR. Is that open world? I don't think so. I think it's just level based. Not open world, but it sounds like it's a bit more flexible than just interesting. I might be buying some VR again pretty soon. Getting a bunch of money, so I've been really wanting it for a while. Ever since the pandemic started, it's like, oh man, I could go for some VR. McKinley says Spider-Man is technically Sony. Yeah, sort of. It's like it's really unclear. That was kind of a people got into it when the Avengers announced that Spider-Man was PS4 exclusive, because they were like, people were so mad. But I guess Spider-Man characters and Spider-Man has appeared on other consoles, as long as it's not like a solo outing. That's the only thing that's owned by Sony. That was my understanding, but I don't know. That's a mess. But just buy it on PS4. I guess Persona 4 has done really well on PC over this pandemic. That's great. And this pandemic really helps certain games so much. Yeah, well, Grimpen's not here. I don't know if you guys have realized that yet. He says, I think Marvel still owns the rights to Spider-Man's comic appearances. Yeah, right. And then yeah, Sony definitely owns the film rights for sure. And I guess the solo game rights. Yeah, I don't know how far beyond. Oh, that's crazy. That I was gonna say at one point. I was gonna say Killer 7 was coming to Switch, but apparently it's not. I just noticed that this article has been updated, but it is coming to the PC. Oh wait, it's already on the PC. What am I saying? Be a perfect fit on the Switch. Yeah, McKinley says, I'm not sure about his status regarding cartoons. Yeah, so crazy. Yes. But anyway, Grimpen's gone. He went on a trip, went frolicking. I told him to just wear pants while he frolics so that he doesn't get bit by lice. And so I think he's going to follow that advice, and he's going to just frolic with pants on, and he'll be back on Friday. He's going to frolic. He left yesterday, coming back tomorrow. That's cool. I thought it was kind of weird. Like, who takes trips in the middle of the week? I mean, it's cool. I have no problem with it. It's just a strange thing. Like, I'm going to leave Tuesday, come back Thursday. It worked out for this show because I'd rather him miss this episode than Monday, Friday. Because it's harder to play multiplayer games by myself. So, yeah. I'm excited about this show today. I'm going to be talking a lot about BioShock. Then we're going to be getting really weird and playing some El Shaddai. So stay tuned for that later in the stream. It's going to get strange. That game is really strange. McKinley says, hopefully he doesn't accidentally throw his mask in a dumpster again. Oh, he probably will, or find. They'll probably only take one mask and then they'll like run it over somehow. Who knows what crazy antics he'll get up to. But we've got some gaming history to get to. Like I said, BioShock and El Shaddai. It was pretty much a tie. McKinley asks, was it BioShock 1 or 2 that we played for gaming history in the past? We've never actually played BioShock at all for gaming history, except for Infinite, actually. We did play BioShock Infinite in the past. But the first BioShock, we never played in gaming history. Grimpen actually played it in his favorite games. He played through the whole thing as one of his favorite games. So we have played it on the stream. You can go watch a full playthrough of Grimpen. And then I actually played through the DLC for BioShock 2, which was called Minerva's Den. And that's the last time I played a BioShock game. And the last, that was back in November. I remember beating it during the Extra Life 24-hour marathon. So I was really out of it when I beat that game. So yeah, that's the last time I played any BioShock. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. We've never done it in gaming history though, which is pretty exciting because there's tons to talk about. It's hugely influential, obviously. Really exciting. McKinley's only ever played BioShock Infinite. Oh, that's interesting. You'd really like BioShock, I think. Both BioShock and BioShock 2 and Minerva's Den. They're really fun. Infinite's similar, but different. It's surprising that it didn't come with your 360. He just McKinley was saying he just bought an Xbox 360 with it just came with a whole bunch of games, and this is kind of like I kind of associate it with 360, even though it's also on the PC and PS3 and stuff. But it's BioShock 1 and 2 and Infinite, I think, would be just kind of standard games that people would own and want to throw in like a pack. A bunch of other stuff. But anyway, yeah, they're definitely worth playing. Yeah, all of them. Great stories. Yeah, I might as well just start this segment. I'm already starting. I'm just starting to think all BioShock now. So put on my sweet diving bell. Man, I wish I had a diving bell, or like at least the head. One of those sweet things that that divers used to wear way back in like the 30s. Just a great look. All right, let's get into it. BioShock in gaming history.
This week in gaming history.
What?
Hey, it's gaming history with the big daddy of them all, BioShock.
So I ask you, if your life were the prize, would you kill the innocent?
Yeah.
Would you sacrifice your
He
humanity?
says, I thought diving bells were the things that they were
We
sent
all
down
make
for
choices.
people so they could
But in
reach
the
oxygen
end,
while swimming.
our
Oh yeah, I
choices
guess that's more what a diving bell
make
is. I think it's going to be described as the suit as well, though. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Like, you're totally right about what it is. And, yeah, but if you type in diving bell suit, then it comes up. What are old diving suits called? Diving dress. Huh, I don't know. I don't know why. I know diving bells. Anyway. It's BioShock. You may have noticed BioShock's in our This Week in Gaming History intro. It goes through a bunch of games through history. I kind of chose each game to like sort of represent each era. And so we got like the older, like pre-8-bit era. We got Pong. In the 8-bit era, I had Mario. 16-bit, I did Sonic. 3D, Final Fantasy VII. And then finally, more sort of modern era, I chose BioShock to represent sort of the entire decade of 2000. And that's because of how much weight it pulls. It's a hugely popular game and hugely influential as well. It was released at a time where like indie games were just starting to become a thing, and developers were able to take a bit more, like they were just starting to take more bolder steps. Like mainstream developers were starting to try more experimental ideas and stuff. And then this came along and just blew the doors open and just showed that you could have a mainstream game, a huge AAA $1 million game that was just as much about ideas and storyline and characters and how it made you think and how it made you feel. Than it was as like exploring cool environments and fighting guys and explosions and all that kind of stuff.
I built a city where the artist would
like
not fear the
it's
censor.
it was one of the first major mainstream games to like not only dabble in that kind in like artistic realms, but actually be covered that way. It was like the conversation surrounding the game was about the ideas in it and the storylines and the plot twists and stuff that that
So I ask
people who
you,
play games normally didn't talk about. It was,
if your life would thrive,
it wasn't as it kind of
sacrifice your humanity.
heralded a more
We
mature
all make choices,
and
but in the end, our
not as
choices
much like not mature as in blood and gore, although it had that as well, but mature as in like adult level thinking, complicated thinking, complicated ideas. It showed that a mainstream game can do all that. McKinney remembers BioShock being controversial in the USA because the evangelist said it was somehow targeting them. Oh, that's interesting. Is that BioShock or BioShock Infinite? Infinite kind of had more of that. McKinney asks, is there a person inside Big Daddy's suit, or is he a weird robot monster? I can't totally remember. I think there are people that are like part of the suit. Yeah, McKinney says it may have been Infinite. Probably. This game was fairly controversial, but because you had the choice to kill little girls, harvest them for their super power, super genetic power, or you can save them. So yeah, it came out August 21st, 2007. It's a first-person shooter, but like I said, very incorporates ideas from dystopian and utopian thinkers, Ayn Rand, George Orwell. Yeah, and it was like, what at the time that was crazy. What game could you say? There was no other games that was like that made a compelling narrative out of Ayn Randian philosophy. It was also a super fun action game, like extreme success. Like that was just absolutely crazy. Laka says, "No, I know. What now? I know what I forgot." I was wondering if you voted or not. Laka forgot to vote. Wow, that's pretty rare. Hitting forgetful. Totally missed it. Whoosh. That's all good. I was wondering if I missed it. I was like, I wonder if, like, somehow, like, didn't count his vote. That's all good. We had a lot of votes this week. So I didn't. Sometimes I put out a reminder too, but I didn't do that either. Like I said, so on Saturday I say to myself, "You'll do it on Monday." That's me. I'm the same way, Lacko. Now this is interesting. Wonder if this was one of the this has got to be one of the early cases of a game having a brightness slider at the beginning, because when they first did a lot of tests, they had gameplay testers come in. One of the big complaints was that it was too dark. Interesting. Anyway. McKinley says, it turns out if you want to make philosophy interesting to the masses, you just have to make people get brutally murdered with power drills. It really helps. It really does help. Blacko says, but the people voted for El Shaddai, if I saw it right. Really nice game and art style. It was a tie. Blacko said, so the people made a good choice. If you had voted, it would have won. Blacko says, BioShock also great. There you go. We got 2 great games today. El Shaddai is very cool. I don't know if it's got gameplay problems, but the art style is incredible. This cutscene was also added super late to the game.
They told me.
Apparently, when it was like 99% complete.
You're special.
Said Ken Levine.
You were born to
Because
do great things.
players complained. They like
You know
the
what?
first play tests that they did of this game. Everybody
They were
hated
right.
it because I don't know, it was just so different. But one of the big complaints was that they couldn't connect to the main character because you never see him. And I guess that this intro wasn't there, so you didn't really know how you entered this crazy area. But so then they added this intro, and it helped. McKinley noticed a lot of older 360 games don't have brightness settings. Instead, it shows an image to help you adjust the settings on your TV. Like it says, you see the Nintendo Indie Show? 2 games are coming on to the Game Pass, and the Spiritfarer was released today. Yeah, there was like a ton that they released like that day. That's pretty crazy. I was excited to see that Hades was coming to the Switch. That's probably the coolest announcement to me, because it also means that it's going to go out of early access right away here, too. Hades looks really cool. The title of this game is getting multiplayer. That was the other big news. Whoa, it's a lighthouse. It's always a lighthouse. Like I said, is Grimpen okay? He didn't pay the telephone bill? Yeah, they broke his tentacles. He's only got 12 now. 12 working ones. Yeah, it's tragic. But he'll recover. McKinley says, if Big Daddy can launch bee swarms from his hand, does that mean he has the power to create life? I guess. But that's like a drug. Anyone can launch bee swarms. They just have to inject themselves with the plasmid. Whoa! That's cool. Whoa! No gods or king. Only man. Wow. So the other thing he was super inspired by was Rockefeller Center. Ken Levine is who I'm talking about, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. He was the creative director at Irrational Games, who made this game. This was kind of his brainchild. Like it says, or he is rotten inside, and that's the, oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll leave that. That's Grimpen's private business. But yeah, Ken Levine was inspired by Rockefeller Center, and if you go there, especially around the GE building, there's a big statue of Atlas from Greek mythology. And you kind of realize that this look, this Art Deco kind of look, had never really been done in a first-person shooter before. And yeah, they really made it work. Great music. That's very much like the Atlas statue in front of the GE building in New York. Hi, at your fingertips.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Ah.
No, says the man in
Never thought of it
Washington,
that
belongs
way.
to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
And Andrew Ryan himself is very much modeled after Rockefeller. And actually the Rockefeller Plaza, where Levine was inspired, he was inspired by the story behind that as well, which was that Rockefeller started construction on it before the stock market crash of the 20s. Oh, that's so cool, that whale. Anyway, he started the construction of Rockefeller Center before the stock market crash, and then it crashed, and all of his investors pulled out, so he funded it himself. Against all odds, he made like this impossible feat of architecture. So that's basically the same story as Andrew Ryan and Rapture. Like I said, the first was released in Germany, was cut. It was cut. But now it's uncut. That's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty controversial. He bought his version in Austria back then. That's crazy. Like I says, awesome scene the first time through. And Moonpants, would you kindly no? Don't you tell me anything to do. Amazing twist. Like such a genius twist. That's another reason it was so influential and so powerful. Was it used this twist to basically explain why you couldn't go places. Most games would like lock a door or just say like you can't go here until you get this power. But BioShock actually laid in a twist that
is it someone new?
that explains why you've been doing the game what the game tells you to this whole time. It makes you question why you've been doing what the game tells you to this whole time. Oh god, oh boy, oh goodness. Like I says, did you play it on hard back then? I played it on normal, but many people say on hard this game is more challenging and better. because you always have to check your health and mana and stuff. Yeah, it's true. I can't remember if I did back in the day. I might have. I played it at least twice back in the day, so I actually think I did play it on hard. Grimpen definitely would have. This is one of his favorite games of all
I don't know how
time.
you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
So another thing that people complained about was Atlas at the in the first draft was voiced with a southern accent, and nobody trusted him. So they decided to change him to an Irish accent, and then he was trustworthy. I'm not sure how that works, but it does. I don't think I would. You just. He's southern. You just know he's evil. Or he's up to something. I don't know. An evil Colonel Sanders.
How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Oh, alright.
Splicer, seal Johnny in.
Since he asked so nicely.
Goddamn splicers.
And a crowbar.
She's so stuck up, she is. I'll show her what happens to them.
This was made by a lot of the same team that made System Shock 2, and is basically a spiritual successor to that game. It has a lot of the same mechanics. Whoa! Hello. Oh, burning couch at me, man. Oh. Thuggish slicer. Plasmids. Such an amazing aesthetic to this game. McKinley says, does this company just like games with the word shock in the title? Yeah, basically. Well, System Shock was made by a different company, actually. And then part of that company broke off and made System Shock 2. And then that company started making this game.
Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be
That company
fine.
became Irrational Games. Ouch. McKinley says this game is basically a steampunk version of My Dad Could Beat Up Your Dad. Yeah, it's just Big Daddy fights.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's buck. Weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it. We're not together.
Like this
Yellow
kind of is.
always have been. You'll be no better off
Whoa.
than little daddy, little fish. See you floating from right.
Speaking of.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's alright. I know he'll be an angel soon.
Pretty creepy. McKinley says, is it Atom or Adam? The second. Adam. A-D-A-M. And then the plasmid stuff that you inject into yourself is called the Eve.
First time plasmid's a real kick from a mule. but there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now.
There we
is
go.
there?
See, I injected this plasmid into my body, and now I can shoot lightning. Ka-ja! That's what lightning users sound they make. So irrational. Oh, whoa. Oh, this place. Oh, this place is falling apart. Well, that's the plane. Oh, jeez. Hey, it's Ben Monster. How's it going? McKinney says, I thought you played as a Big Daddy. No, that's in BioShock 2. First one is just a stranger. Ben Monster loves this game so much. It's a bona fide classic. This is probably, I mean, I've probably beaten this game at least 3 or 4 times. Grimpen's probably beaten it like a dozen times, probably. That's my guess. It's so good. Have you played BioShock 2? Any of you actually? Has anybody played BioShock 2? I haven't played. I never actually played BioShock 2, but I played. Whoops, wrong button. I played the DLC for BioShock 2, which is like unrelated.
Splicer! Give him the combo. Zap him, then whack him. 1-2
Zap 'em,
punch.
then whack 'em.
Remember, the 1-2 punch.
That's the 1-2 punch.
Come back!
Oh. That's the 1-2 punch.
I found her that way! The bat!
Blackers player says, System. Have I played System Shock 1 and 2? No, actually, I've never played either System Shock games. I've not. I've always wanted to. Actually, we played some System Shock. I didn't play it, but Grimpen played it in gaming history. I remember because Grimpen dressed up as Shaddai, the AI.
Leave me alone!
Whoa, buddy.
I'm just getting warmed up!
I have no problem. I have no problem with Ben Monster's played all of them. Crazy. Took a while to get into, but really like it once he got into it. Yeah, actually, I think Grimpen says overall he likes 2 better. Just plays better. And Minerva's Den was excellent. Yeah, I really enjoyed Minerva's Den. That one, yeah, I was surprised. That one had actually managed to have a good twist in itself. I guess the team that they did that has gone on to make like Gone Home.
Listen, I've got a family.
There's-
I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must
but yeah,
feel
System
like
Shock
you're
2 was
luckiest man in the
Irrational's first
world
game.
right now. But
This
you're the
developer's
only
first
home
game.
I'll ever see my
And
wife
they,
and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
System Shock 2 was really well received, but didn't sell well. Did not do well financially. And they, Irrational instantly wanted to make a sequel, and they shopped it around, including to EA, but nobody went for it because of how badly the first one did.
This is
Oh,
happening
God.
before and none. Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then when you were...
Ah! I don't know what. So is that revolver in the crib?
Everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Don't do drugs, kids. The monster says Gone Home was so good. Yeah, that explains it. So Irrational, because they couldn't make System Shock, they made a bunch of other games in the meantime. They made the Freedom Fighters games. I don't know if anybody's played those. Those are really fun games. A few other games. What's happening?
Last time, I warned you.
Lead me to this toilet. Oh, secret passage in here. Who's this? Like the secret. Oh.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
Oh, okay. I will. Since he asked. Baymaster loves the shadow stuff they do in these games. It's a bit overdone in part 2, but still very cool. It's really good, yeah. Stuff they do with the lighting.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
And like, it's interesting, the little sisters and all this awesome like art deco aesthetic was actually decided on pretty late. The first thing they decided on was the gameplay, which revolved around the little sisters, basically. Although they weren't called the little sisters at that point, because after making all those like smaller games, Irrational wanted to make a bigger game and make it a spiritual successor to System Shock 2. And so they came up with this idea of like 3 elements for the gameplay, of having like drones that held some kind of precious resource, creatures that protected the drones, and harvesters who wanted to get the resource. And that's what this became. So, oh shit, there's the harvester. He's attacking the drone, which is the little girl, and there's the protector. And so they came up with that idea, that gameplay idea, in 2002. That's when they started developing. And this game came out in 2007. Oh!
That's the big daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
But they experimented with a bunch of different ideas around that idea, including one, like the first draft was one where you played as like, it was like a lot more political. It's set aboard a space station, overtaken by mutant monsters. And you were sent there by a senator for some reason. It was going to be more of a political game, and you played as a character who was a cult deprogrammer, like someone who deprograms people who have been through cults to make them function in society again. Which is an awesome. I don't know why I like that idea so much as like a main character game, but that just sounds really cool. And I don't know what the... I guess in that one, the drones, protectors, and harvesters would have been the monsters aboard the space station. Whoa, hi, lady. As Ben Monster says, yeah, didn't the little sisters start off as slugs? And maybe a cat? Yeah, it was a dog in a wheelchair. Yeah. That's exactly right. Or close, you said a cat. But yeah, it's just as absurd. Yeah, that was one of the ideas they toyed with. At that point, the game was even weirder. It was like, I love this idea too. It was set in abandoned Nazi laboratory from World War II, obviously, but that it was abandoned when the Nazis lost World War II, and then was dug up by like 21st century scientists, and all of the like experiments in the laboratory had like evolved over the decades and become these monsters, and they had turned into like 3 different factions that were the harvesters, drones, and protectors. And that version, that's the one where they experimented with slugs and dogs in wheelchairs. And I guess that version was a lot closer to the BioShock that we ended up getting. Like, it had plasmids, it had Eve, it had like a stealth focus, it had a story focus, it had story elements that you heard through recordings, which was actually another huge... That became a huge thing. It felt like every game was inspired by this game in the way it told the story through recordings that you'd find. So many games picked that up from this game. McKinley says, so then you don't have to feel bad about killing the little sisters if they're slugs. Although if it's cats or dogs, then I feel bad. Oh, it's hard. Oh, they're I think they are just little girls. Yeah. After a while, they basically, with that space station game, they realized that wasn't the game they wanted to make. And they also couldn't sell it to anybody. So they switched gears. But then in 2004, 2002 was when they started developing it. In 2004, 2K actually stepped in, and they were called Take-Two at the time. But they changed their name to 2K just as this game came out, actually. Whoa!
Security alert in progress.
But 2K came in and bought the idea, and it was literally just the idea of like the protector, drone, harvester idea. They didn't have like anything else. What is happening? Got the water. So smart. Electricity and water. What's that?
I didn't mean to hurt any.
It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Found him! Damn it! He shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
I'm going. McKinley says, I don't think Nazis would experiment on dogs because apparently Hitler loved dogs. Oh, okay. That was his soft spot.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here!
Ben Monster says, for a game in 2007, the water effects are amazing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches
They must
sent
have worked
you?
so hard on that
KGB
since it was
Wolf
just all
or the
underwater.
CIA Jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or das Vodania, Jerry.
Whoa, whoa. So then, I guess it was the artists and level design. Thank you. Keep going, keep going. It was the artists and level design team that started experimenting with different environments, because basically they were finding that underground Nazi lab idea just wasn't. They were finding it really bland. They couldn't do a lot with it, and so they started just experimenting. And one of them, or a team of them, made an area in Rapture basically, and just started taking off from there. Ben Monster says, where do you think the new BioShock will take place? McKinley says they're making a new BioShock? I mean, they almost certainly are. They'd be crazy not to be. But
now you've met Andrew Ryan.
there was rumors recently, right, Ben Monster?
Now find your way to emergency access.
What was it? I can't remember. Like a listing, or was it a rumor or something? Yeah. Quite recently, like in the last couple weeks, it kind of came up again. That there's a new BioShock coming, and that it wouldn't be set in either Rapture or Columbia, which is great. I don't know where it should take place. Like, space could be cool if they it's been done so many times though. You have to do something really weird with it. Make it like almost like a suburb but in space or something. That could be kind of cool. But yeah, they've already done space. It's gotta be city in the middle of nowhere. The deserts, giant tree city. What did I miss? I have to listen to that thing. McKinley says, what is it with these games giving Nazis bases in crazy places? Nazis got bases in crazy places. In the Arctic Circle, under the ocean. Oh, that Arctic Circle would be that'd be a good place for a new BioShock game. In like a ice world. But McKinley, these aren't actually Nazis. I mean, they're not even Nazis. I don't know what was I supposed to listen to that thing? Medical pavilion.
Dr. Steinman said he'd release me today. Ryan didn't come to see me since the New Year's attack, not once.
Grandmaster says Nazis love their secret bases. They do. They'll find whatever they can find a place. They're gonna put a secret base. Like this is maybe a quiet neighborhood. That would be a twist.
Sweet, all right. I'm so interested in my case.
I don't know. Oh, I'm supposed to hack it. Learn how to hack. I remember how to hack. Right. So fast at this back in the day. Go. Oh, it just says they're very privileged libertarians. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Like I loves hacking. There was an old pipe game on the PSP that's also like this hack thing. Oh yeah, and Ben Monster loves this mini game. I remember I remember an NES Sesame Street game. It was like Ernie in the bathtub, and you had to get him water, and you had to move pipes around. And it's like the exact same game. Been around for so long.
Keep away from my person! Back to me, you horrid person!
Oh my. Turret's pretty helpful. Ow! Ow! Oh, stop! Hey, stop that!
Superior quality.
Oh! I can't believe how long that took. Shoot. Pipe dream. Yeah, it's the same game. Oh yeah, underground. That'd be a good one. I think there's a BioShock in the center of the Earth would be interesting. As long as it's the Jules Verne version of the Earth center, and not just a giant molten crater. I'd be fine with a giant molten crater as well. BioShock on Sesame Street could be interesting. The boss fight at the end could be super Ernie. Dude. Splicer Street. Get Big Bird and Snuffleupagus are the big daddies. Elmo's the little sister. Yeah, it could work. What? Aha! The sparkling thing.
Security alert is in progress. Access is limited for the time
Oh, I can get a hint
We
from Steam.
appreciate your
That's another thing a lot of playtesters complained about was getting stuck with that.
Dr. Steinman's key. He's the one that runs this place.
One splicer.
Hey,
you got
And frankly, I'm not even sure he's still human.
count. Bert would totally be a citizen of Rapture. Oh yeah, absolutely. So snooty.
You call that tenderloin? If you serve that in any respectable hotel in New York, they...
Hey, Mary. The big game tonight? I heard Ryan's Raiders are
What? I thought I was gonna be open. I'll get in there. Those are Castle Values. Ha!
Your work!
Oh, hey. Hey now. Oh, no. They're hugely inspired by Resident Evil 4. As everything was at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. Oh, I forgot you can't.
Typical behavior for someone with your condition.
Don't make fun of my condition.
Here now, where are you going?
Yeah. Gangster from the 20s.
Where's go? My God, there's so much fun. Come where I can see you.
They're done. He says, I'm surprised there's not more indie games. They're just insane crossovers. The sound of a flying machine. I always think there's a fly in the room there. Yeah, it does sound like whoa, buddy. Go get him. What the hell? Who's hitting me still? Ow, ow. Oh. Go get him, buddy. Oh, she's fancy. Yeah, she's a fancy splicer, not a thuggish splicer. Got that one wrong. It also kind of sounds like there's a chainsaw nearby. Yeah, a little chainsaw. Didn't Ken Levine do the VO of the circus value machines? I don't know. I don't even know that. I didn't notice that in my research. Like this is like a little mowing machine. Oh yeah, like a weed whacker. My little weed whacker buddy.
You promised me pretty, Simon. You promised me pretty. Now look at me. Look at me!
Oh. Alright, just looking through my notes.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman.
The
bastard set up shop in the surgery wing. You want to find him? Just follow the blood.
The whole Little Sisters thing was pretty controversial at the time. Whoa.
Remember, all them machines will short out right proper. You hit them with electromotive.
Darling, is that... How dare you touch me?
Something about the way they move sometimes. It almost looks like it's stop motion. Aesthetics are a moral imperative. Wow. That's pretty harsh.
Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that says we must? Two arms, two legs, two ears, two breasts. I'm not finished.
A lot of people right now during this
You'll have to find some way to get through
during this pandemic are being really morally reprehensible.
The Lord hates a quitter.
Not keeping up their
I can hear that
aesthetics.
splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs
Oh, I
and
love
toss it right back in
telekinesis.
its gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Oh man. I'm also kind of used to the Minerva's Den hacking minigame now. It's pretty different. Oh no. Hey, Pigtail Girl! BioShock is her fave as well! Tons of BioShock fans. It's a bona fide, like I said, bona fide classic. You know what's crazy too? When people were they were test playing it, everybody hated it. All the test players. I guess it was just too weird, and they were like, "What is this game?" But they fixed a lot of the, I guess some of the bigger complaints. They said it was too dark. Didn't know where to go. So they added that quest marker. Oh right, I need to go get or telekinesis. That quest marker's gone. But in one of the when they were 99% complete, they had a test play, and the feedback was so negative that they were actually told that this game's they were so nervous. 2K was really was really worried about the budget. Desperately wanted to market it as a first-person shooter, just a straight first-person shooter. Much fancier. Which is crazy. Can you imagine making this game and just millions of dollars in it and all this time and effort? It was like, oh my god, it's gonna be a failure. It's gonna just be a disaster. And then it comes out, and within a week, it's one of the biggest games of all time. Crazy. Hack turrets are my friend. Kill, friend. Kill them all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there's another turret. Jeez. Ow, 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 no. Ben Monster says, I remember reading an interview with one of the people on the art team for this one, talking about the design of the splicers. They said, for reference, they looked at early plastic surgery photos from World War I vets. Oh, makes sense, too. Excuse me. That disturbed me so much. I just started talking. Totally makes sense too when you consider this place. This is like the medical wing, and this guy, as he said, aesthetics are more imperative. So I think he was pretty big on plastic surgery. And it's set in that era, so you'd have to, yeah, plastic surgery footage, and then what happens when it all goes horribly wrong. BioShock. That's a crazy job. It's a crazy job. Where is the find telekinesis? All you give me? Alright, I'll do a hint. Dental services, which is blocked with ice, finally incinerate plasma. Eternal flame crematorium. Alright, around. He says, I think I'd rather have gross looking scars than get plastic surgery that makes me look like a splicer. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think in general. I mean, depends how gross the scars are, but scars are often cool. Adam denies us any excuse for not being beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Thank you, Adam. Oh, there we go. Eternal flame. What?
Arrange for this one. We take it to morgue.
Oh.
Why are you dragging? Quick! Someone shut the door!
Oh.
Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh! It crashed into me. Ben Monster's back to work. Thanks for dropping by, Ben Monster. For popping in on your work while you're working. See you later. Kinley says, honestly, I'd almost want a battlefield scar so I could look badass, depending on the type of scar. Yeah, exactly. Depends on the type of scar. And how bad it is. But generally, scars are cool. Damn, I had to go pretty far back there.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man?
Are you a man? That's a simple question. Nice. Healing. That means I gotta hack this too. Uh-oh, shoot. Also, I could go around to random people and say, "Want to know how I got these scars?" And Heath Ledger's Joker. Totally. One step closer to becoming Heath Ledger's Joker. That's the dream. Ah, so much hacking. Okay, back to the Eternal Flame. Circus of Values laugh reminds McKinley of Peter Griffin. Yeah, I can see that. Very nasally. Oh, gotta watch out for those security cameras. There it is. Jump up and hack. Oops. Oh. Alright. Now if any enemies walk through there, they'll call drones. It will be on my side. Oh. What an awesome crematorium. Yeah, like Ben Monster was saying earlier, they do with shadows. That's so great. A shadow through the pipe, through the grill. Like it says, and there goes another satisfied customer. That's what we do here. Just another day on the job. Tell your friends about us. Oh wait.
Who's? It's my part! Mine!
Incinerate!
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they
Ice. Coming true.
A rapture, a refiner.
Oh, sad. Oh, sad. What the? Oh, she might have made it. Where'd she go? Or is that her? Oh no, that's her. I think they put her just through this water. Oh, there was a bunch of cake in there. That's what she was so sad about. Her cake died. Boom!
Hello, tacky little.
I gotta stop wasting plasmid. Rating everyone. Oh! Still going. Quite strong. Good job, turret. Got that can-do attitude. Alright. Find more ice. Looking for more ice. I found some ice. When am I going to see another Big Daddy? Oh, what?
Must have taken
Hi. Speedy hacker. Oh! The Little Sisters, like I said, they were controversial, but they came up just in like a brainstorming meeting. Probably on the same list as Dogs in Wheelchairs and Slugs. And yeah, they thought it would be too dark, but then as Ken Levine started working on like the themes and stuff, he was like, it's gonna fit right in. So yeah, they ran with it. 2K was concerned though. So they actually did change it a bit. Before, like when they first started developing it, you were able to sneak up on the Little Sisters and harvest the atom without disturbing the Big Daddy. Hey, shotgun. Uh-oh.
Uncivil, uncouth, uncultivated!
Ow! Dental. The music was great. All these licensed songs from the 50s. Oh, jeez.
The stars belong to everyone. They gleam there for you and me. The flowers in spring, the robins, the trees, the sunbeams, the stars, they're yours, they're mine.
Wow, that's so cool. Such a cool place. It's so cool to see the construction going on out there. Installing those billboards and stuff. I wish I lived in Rapture before it went bad. Telekinesis.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
haven't really mentioned it much, but it was actually a super stressful development for the whole team. Especially the bigger it got and the closer it got to launch. There was a lot of stress and a lot of tension. Enough so that the most of the team that made the game kind of split up after this and never really made a game together. Like the company kept going. Irrational kept making games. I love telekinesis. Like I said, they all thought it was going to be a failure. Like I was laughing at me just being drunk. I'm in rapture, so I'm just going down
Don't worry.
happy.
I'm a professional.
Whoa! Sucker. Michael loved in GTA 4 drinking and driving in the way they do when you try to drive a car. Drinking in games is so great, yeah. It should just always be an option in all games. We were just playing, we played a lot of Far Cry 5 recently on the stream, and you can do a lot of drinking and drugs you can do in that game.
You know the problem's
I love just using it to grab items. Just like, oh, pointing in a corner and seeing what you get. Oh, I don't need that. Where is this? Thought I could pick this thing up. Maybe I can just throw his bombs back at him? Like it says, in games it's okay. In real life I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, exactly. That's the fun thing of games. You can do a lot of things that you wouldn't do in real life. Like murder and drinking and driving. Don't do those things in real life. And don't start utopian underwater cities either, because they're just gonna fall apart. Oh, I see. These guys are infinite. I'm supposed to grab one of the bombs. Yeah. Ah! I ruined his symmetry.
No, God! He'll ruin
Good
everything!
enough for me.
Get him! Have your heartbeats tear him to bits!
Oh, I definitely should have kept. Here's your bag, madame. I got your bag for you, madame. Excellent. Like a personal shopper. Ah. Ah, so you're a turret. How do I change my plays. Oh, I think I have to do it at a thing. Oh shit! I definitely should have gotten electricity. Ah.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still! I want to make them beautiful, but they always turn out wrong!
Oh.
That was too fat! This was too tall! This was too symmetrical!
Too
And
symmetrical?
now, what's this goddess? An intruder! He's ugly!
Look at his face.
Ugly! Ugly! Ugly!
Don't call me ugly. Ow!
Look at you,
Somehow he got caught off fire. Wow, he's pretty dumb for like his medical professional. For doctor. That's what I call him, medical professionals.
It was time somebody took care of that sick bastard.
Anyway.
Get the key off, Diamond.
Yeah, it was pretty stressful. Major crunch near the end. 3-month delay. I thought it was going to fail. It did awesome. They ended up right away. All the reviews, all the early reviews were insane. The critical reception was insane. It ended up at like a 96 on Metacritic when all was said and done. Sold insanely well. Take-Two's stock went up 20% in the week following its release. Rocco's hungry for barbecue after seeing me burn all these people. You just said barbecue. I could go for some barbecue. It was ported to Windows. Eventually came out in the BioShock collection with BioShock 2 and BioShock Infinite. And started a series, obviously. Ken Levine just produced BioShock 2, but BioShock Infinite kind of tried to make the next BioShock, and it was quite popular at the time. Didn't quite set precedent like this one did. Set a standard for storytelling in games like this game did. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's why BioShock's an all-time great. All those things. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break here. Quit quit oh god. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna quit BioShock and switch to my second game of the day, Shaddai. But I'm just gonna take a quick break first. So I'll be right back. McKinley talks about talking about Star Wars Squadrons. Has a companion app that lets you act like an astromech droid. That's pretty awesome, actually. That's really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Let me tell you a tale. It took place 360,000, no, 14,000 years ago. Wow. To me, it seems like only yesterday. To you, could be tomorrow. It's the story of a man, known by 72 different names. What should I call him? When we first met, his name was Enoch. And even then, he wouldn't let anyone tell him what to do. Not even me. But he was a pretty good guy. It was only when various shards of God's wisdom were stolen that Semyaza's betrayal was uncovered. But by then, he, together with the Grigori he led, had already fled. To bring order once more, the Council of Elders ruled humanity must be purified by a second great flood. But one man found favor in the Lord's eyes, and unto him an alternative was granted. For the Lord said, bring me the souls of the fallen angels, and I shall spare the world.
That's awesome. I'm back. I'm playing some El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. McKinley says Enoch is a neat name. It sounds a bit like eunuch. The word for people who've been castrated. Yeah, it kind of does. Enoch is Noah's grandfather. Noah, who saved the world with the ark. When God drowned the world, Noah built an ark, put all the animals on it, saved the day. Enoch is his grandfather.
Let me tell you a tale.
That's the devil.
It took place 360,000. No, 14,000 years ago. Wow.
What the hell?
To me, it seems like only yesterday.
What are you talking about?
To you, could be tomorrow. It's the story of a man known by 72 different names.
72 different names.
What should I call him? When we first met, his name was Enoch. And even then, he wouldn't let anyone tell him what to do. Not even me.
It's based on book of the Bible, but it's not a. It's not a canonical book of the Bible. They would call it apocryphal. It's not part of their actual religion. Anyone's religion. The Jewish religion or the Christian religion. Yeah, it's just a story, but it's about all the characters from the Bible. They're all involved, so that's fun. Oh, Alako's going to bed. Must get up early tomorrow. Have fun playing El Shaddai. It's a really nice game. See you, Alako. Have a good sleep. Have a good day tomorrow. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, El Shaddai is going to be weird. It's very pretty. I remember wanting to like it a lot more than I did. Like, I don't know if you've ever beaten it, Lako, or played through it, but man, it's got some problems. Very cool game. Like, look at this thing. It's already so insane. The development was led by Sawaki Takayasu, who had previously worked as an artist and character designer on Devil May Cry.
The
and
owner
Okami.
okay? If not, I could.
No problem. Everything's fine.
That's why it's so beautiful. It's a game made by an artist, and you can tell. All the positives and negatives that come with that. Wow, it is cool though. I haven't played it in a long, long time.
I warned you not to
Wow, look at that guy. Watcha Azazel. Wow. Incredible aesthetic. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh. Just the dude in his underpants. I don't know how to dodge.
On your feet, Enoch. You get more than one chance, you know.
Oh. Oh, never give up, not even if you're losing. After you press buttons on the controller.
Great.
It's an action video game that came out on August 16th, 2011.
On your feet,
yeah, the
you
guy
get more than one
the,
chance, you know.
The developer worked on Devil May Cry, so I think he kind of. Oh wait, oh I was supposed to press it. Oh, while it's in the dark, and then he screams and opens his This is sort of a picture of the spelling, but does Tachi Yamusaki have a thing for games that are at least somewhat based on Christian mythology? So, oh, you mean this guy? No, this guy's name is Sawaki Takayasu.
You ready to leave?
But maybe he does. I mean, Okami is based on Japanese mythology. Maybe he just likes mythology.
You've not been down below for some time, have you? You're in for a surprise. Enoch.
So I guess Enoch was
sure
in
that's
heaven
enough armor?
at one point.
I'll take the best you have.
Right. Time to go.
Now he's coming down. It's Satan. Game Watch Live says, I feel like this game, if this game came out today, taking advantage of the indie game label, it would have been a bigger deal. Maybe. It was a fairly big deal for what it was. I remember it getting a lot of coverage.
See those figures in the distance?
It's not a great game.
Try and reach them.
Is the problem. Whoa. But it's very, very cool. Alex KC is here as well. It says El Shaddai. Oh, he's like a kind of.
The tools and weapons humans use are all based on wisdom from heaven.
Tools and wisdom from heaven, of course.
Wisdom humans couldn't attain in 1,000 years.
Game Watch just realized he was in his own channel hosting us. And just talking to himself, chatting to himself.
Anyway, try jumping to those figures.
Don't feel bad. I'm pretty sure Alex KC and I think Kovacs too has chatted on like past broadcasts. Every once in a while we'll get messages on past broadcasts. Alex KC says he's definitely heard of this game, so that means it had some marketing behind it. It might have been me too. I remember I was super excited just because of it was development from people that I knew, that I loved their games, like people who had worked on Platinum games. And what, am I doing this wrong? Whoa! I can jump. And then just the art style just looked insane to me. And I loved these kinds of games as well, third-person action games. The fruits of wisdom are created by God. They can be helpful to people, or they can be abused for evil. Oh. like Adam and Eve. It all depends on how you use them. Don't let your enemies draw near them in a battle. Of course not.
Okay, can you take it from here?
Keep them from the fruits of wisdom. It's great armor, and then he's wearing jeans for some reason underneath it. X is attack, RB is guard.
Enoch. Humans have a unique gift, the power of choice. Free will. They can follow any path they desire.
Get away from that.
So choose your path carefully. The future of mankind depends on it.
My fruits. I mean, those are God's fruits.
Not bad.
Oh, Alex, because he says, "Did you get that fancy pizza?"
If
Game
you
Watch
like it with your
did.
bare hands, let's
Wow,
see how you handle one
update.
of God's weapons.
It was a nightmare of a process. First time using food delivery apps. That's crazy.
An
I've never
arch.
done. I've never used the food delivery app either. Took almost 2 hours
It's one
before
of
being
those
told the
little
guy's car
shards of
broke down.
wisdom the fallen angel stole.
They had to wait another almost 2 hours. And by the time you got the pizza, it felt old.
Now
and
try it, Enoch.
Wow, that's terrible. Whose fault is that, though? Is that the delivery service's fault? Never actually got from the delivery service. I don't know who to blame. You remember this? You like hold it down. Oh. How do you like turn it white? Oh, it squeezes it together. It's a cool weapon. Wow.
It was only when various shards of God's wisdom were stolen that Semyaza's betrayal was uncovered. But by then, he, together with the Grigori he led, had already fled.
I have no idea what's happening in this story. The Game Watch says they said they remade it, but I swear they didn't. I got the pineapple one. And I will say the sweet honey flavor and the spicy pineapple
Nicely done,
flavor
Enoch.
stand out, and it was great. But you did send me some pictures. Was one of them the pineapple one? There was like a pepperoni one, and then there was two that didn't even look like pizzas. They looked like desserts. McKinley's never going to find a fan of pineapple
The
pizza. But I don't
archangels are
understand
here.
why some people have such an extreme hate towards it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because people have an extreme love towards it. And that just...
All is
I
as
think the love
Lucifer
came
has
first,
shown.
and the hate came after the love to match it.
We, the archangels, shall guide you with our
What is
voices.
happening? Story here.
Enoch, you must return the fallen angels to heaven.
Oh.
That is your mission.
Oh, that is
Don't
basically the
worry.
story.
We'll be with you all the way.
Enoch is a scribe seeking 7 fallen angels to prevent a great flood from destroying.
Careful now, we're crossing over.
Helped in his quest by Lucifer.
Once we
a
breach the
guardian
veil, we'll be
angel
on
in
Earth.
charge of the protection
Bring
of the
back
world.
any
So I
memories,
think
Enoch?
that's Satan, but before he was a fallen angel. I don't know.
7 angels have fallen to Earth. Big mistake. We're going to tear out their souls and lock them in this prison for eternity.
Of course we are. Watch is, yeah, I swear it's just a weird trend movement to hate pineapple. Just like ninjas, pineapple in general, and sloths. It's this weird internet thing people just take part in. To hate pineapple? I feel like loving pineapple's just as much of an internet thing as hating pineapple. Like pineapple, it's already an internet. I don't know. I feel like the love came first. But I've always hated pineapple. I'm an OG pineapple hater, and not just on pizza. I just hate pineapple in general. Since I was a kid. I got Michael's ring. Oh, We're buying fallen angels in their prison. And could you open those for them? They've never been used before, so they must be real tight. Don't worry if you have to knock them around a bit. Okay. This is an amazing way to come out of heaven. Giant hand. What am I doing?
Attack the bottles. Open all the prison cells.
Oh, easy.
Barakel. May this be the place he dies.
Just having an opinion on pineapple became a thing. It's true. Yeah. That's true. Same with cilantro.
Arakiel.
Out of
We
nowhere,
can't let him
people
live out his
decided
days on Earth.
decided cilantro is awful. Huh. That's weird. I don't know if I'm not as in touch with what foods people hate. I don't think I hate cilantro. I don't know.
Sariel. Don't let his idea of love fool you.
Oh, these are the other angels or something? These are the other guardian angels? Wait, but am I releasing them or putting them back? What is happening?
Armoros. Good luck getting him to repent.
Oh no, these are the 7. These are the 7. I see. The 7 fallen angels. That I gotta make her.
Ezekiel. She talks of love, but doesn't know the meaning.
It does sound like a video game premise. If you were reading the Book of Enoch, you were like, Enoch came out of heaven and had to go get archangels.
Semyaza. You know the boss. Used to be an elder on the council.
Elder on the council. Jerk. Game Watch says this game is short, isn't it? I think I remember it being like 3 to 5 hours. Yeah, I think so. I can't quite remember, to be honest. I remember it being frustrating. So it probably wasn't short enough.
Great.
Oh, there we go.
Azazel, leader of the Grigori, and Semyaza's right-hand man.
I mostly remember these platform sections. I hope I can get to them.
It looks like they found you.
The platform sections are so frustrating. Nocto! Those guys are awesome. They're almost like they're kind of they're kind of Ghibli-esque. They look like the two spirits. Oh! That was the tutorial. I think I just missed it. I remember this game being touted for its simplicity. It is very simple. It's like there's only one button to play. Like most games like Devil May Cry would have light attack and heavy attack. This game just has one button, but you can hold it down, hitting timing. For some reason, sometimes it jumps. I don't know what's going to happen. McKinley says, I don't think I've ever seen cilantro spelled before. I thought it had an S. My mind is now blown. That's right. You watch.
This is it,
People's minds with the spelling.
Your journey begins here.
Teach and amaze. It's almost as much as of an existential crisis is when I discovered it was pay-per-view and not pay-per-view. Great. I like to watch some pay-per-view. Something with the bow impact kind of... Something with the bow impact sound kind of reminds me of the lightsaber. Yeah, kind of the lightsaber. Wow, this game's insane. It's art. This crazy ass art.
Let our voices be a light unto your path.
Wow. Oh, might want to turn on the game on audio. Thanks. Watch up here a little bit. I tend to be pretty quiet too. Game & Watch asks, did this game's religious undertones scare Grimpen away? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was afraid we'd all go to hell if we played it. No, actually, he was excited. He was kind of disappointed he wouldn't be able to do and not be able to play it. He's on a trip right now. Adventures through the prairies, as a moon monster does. McKinley says this game seems to almost be getting even louder. Yeah, that's the other thing. Seems like choirs are just building some like crazy climax. Is it good now though? I turned it down a bit. Or should I turn it down even more? Whoa, Enoch! I didn't even know his grandfather was such a badass. Nice, he's good now. You can see, like, sometimes when the camera's close on him, you can see under that, like, white armor he has, he's wearing jeans. And I've never really understood what's going on there. Like, I think it's sort of to suggest that they're beyond time, like
we are at your side, always.
The angels in heaven are sort of beyond time, and wow, look at that sky! It's just like crazy liquid paint, solid paint. Yeah, like, and I guess because Lucifer, or Lucifel, is also in like a suit and calls you with like a cell phone. So I guess he specifically kind of beyond time. He brought back some jeans for Enoch. I don't know. I have no idea what it's about. But yeah, he's wearing jeans. So far, I've given 4 different stories about Grimpen's absence. Yeah. Don't ask too many questions. My advice. He's away frolicking, I said. The phone company broke his tentacles and he forgot to pay. Game's religious undertones scared him away, and he's on a trip. Yeah. Well, they might all be true, too. Did you ever think of that? McKinley's starting to think I murdered Grimpen, and the guilt is making it hard for me to keep a consistent story. Oh, you'll see. When Grimpen comes back, he'll be sorry. Be sorry about those accusations. Game & Watch says there's a movie in there somewhere. Yeah, probably. Yeah, hopefully Grimpen's filming himself right now. Oh, as you purify enemies, their vileness accumulates on your weapon. Right. It is possible, however, to remove such vileness by purifying the actual weapon. Take heart, Enoch. If anyone can purify a weapon, it's you, God's chosen one. So I don't know if I can. Oh man. Hopefully God chose me enough that I can purify weapons. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I knew it became white at some point. I should purify it. God's power.
Bravo.
There's his jeans. You can see his jeans.
Behold the power of purification. It cleanses all things vile.
All things vile. That's why Grimpen's gone. Boom!
Purify the red light. Blue light is a sign of overflowing strength.
Man, this game's pretty. Light effects and stuff going on there. Okay, when letting is equipped, you can move in ways that maximize. Okay. Oh, it's like this. It's an evade, but it's like more of a sideways jump. Wow. And he says maybe Grimpen split himself into 4 different realities. He's doing all of them at once. So is Satan helping you defeat demons? I'm so confused right now. No, Satan's. I'm also confused. This is, I don't know if I have this right or not, but I think that's Satan before he was Satan. Like when he was an angel, because eventually he became a fallen angel, right? And then that's the story of Satan, I think. And so this is before that, and he's helping you go round up some fallen angels. 7 fallen angels escaped. So it's like there's more going on than just one button. It's a bit more complicated. Oh, so I think that's just how you launch enemies. Man, that's awesome. That's a cave. Like from up here, you can't even really tell. It just looks like a mess of stuff. You can like go right in there. That's great. Amazing. Oh, there's some more Lucifer. Who's he talking to? It got pretty good reviews. It ended up at
What's the matter? You don't trust me?
78, let's say, or 79.
I guess. Well, I'd say so far so good.
Yeah, it's sitting at a 78.
You know, I can never say no to you. After all, you are the Lord.
What's wrong? You're always talking to the Lord.
Yeah. All right. Catch you later.
Well, that's how, the Lord talks on cell phones. Save him with Lucifer. Oh, that's how you save. Be the record keeping it. I'll report upstairs on your progress. Thanks, Lucifer. Oh, the big guy.
So, Enoch, you can see Lucifer.
Who said that?
Remember to speak to Lucifer.
Who's saying that?
He will record your progress and report to God.
I thought it was God, but God just said, I don't know. What the hell? Wow, where did I go? I go all the way around this thing. Look at that crazy sky. Yikes.
The sky you see is a veil. A false sky, created by the fallen angels to hide from God's sight.
Oh, so is this Earth?
It must be removed to free the people from their perverted evolution.
Oh, wow. All these fallen angels are messing with humanity. And evolution's getting all perverted. That's not good. So God's gonna flood it. Unless we do something about it. I don't know what these orange things are even for, but I'm just collecting them because it's a game. What? Wow, what's going on here? It's like a waterfall of light.
The path folks here.
Again, it says there's a lot of Japanese games with Christian mythology undertones. Yeah, definitely. This game, Devil May Cry, Drawn to Life. What's that game? Isn't that just like a game where you can draw your own enemies and stuff? That might not even be Japanese. Locke's Quest. I can see God with a cell phone saying, "Catch you later," in a Family Guy skit. So if Lucifer is still good, then who's the boss of the fallen angels? They said his name. I can't remember though. Oh, I just went in a circle. I wasn't paying attention. Fallen Angels sounds like a cool Assassin's group. The heavy metal band. For sure. Can't find it. It's like Sal. It starts with an S. Slapazar. Slapazar. Wow, that's so pretty. This game. Oh, I can double jump. No. I thought that would go somewhere. Uh-oh. All the color. Man, this game's crazy. Whoa! Hey, Jojo! How's it going? Come for a little El Shaddai? It's been a long time since I played this game. I think I only played it once when it was released, and that's it.
So heaven is in an unforgiving mood.
Oh, is it? These are the fallen angels.
We are already in a better position than we ever were.
So maybe this is short. I can't remember. But if I'm already fighting one of the fallen angels. Whoa! Do you remember why Enoch wears jeans, Jojo? So bizarre.
Not even God can stop us now.
Not even God can stop us now.
There are no more choices left.
Oh yeah, and it's Edwin. And it's like an actual clothing company. Edwin jeans. Turned into bees. What is happening? There was a spin-off role-playing game.
He's either very confident
on phones. Jojo says that I don't remember.
Either way,
it's so bizarre.
Where things are gonna get a lot
Enoch just
wetter
wears
around
jeans
here.
under his armor. Something to do with Lucifer, like traveling through time or something. McKinley asks, "What are those goo monsters I was fighting earlier? Were those like minor demons? And those guys are the head demons? Well, they're fallen. I keep telling you, they're fallen angels. I guess that makes them demons. I don't know what makes a demon. The art is not mobile. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't hold it down. Oh. Oh God's weapons are versatile. Oh, McKinley says plot twist. That fallen angel used a plasmid to get the bee swarm. You guys are wow, it's all a connected universe. This is what I remember being frustrating about this game. It like half of it's like a platformer, and the platforming was just brutal. And there's these crazy sections, man. I really hope I get to one of them. But they're like straight platforming, where it turns into like a 2D platforming game. And if you die, you go to this like really weird hell. I don't know if I can even explain. You're like trapped in a very small room, and the credits roll, and you look like one of those fallen angels. And it takes forever.
Quickly,
and the first time it happened, I was like, "Oh, that's the coolest thing." That was like, it was so moody and weird. I was like, that was so cool. But then every time you die in that 2D platforming section, you have to watch that insane hell game over again. Wow, like this is such a cool loading screen. I forgot about this. That's incredible, and the credits roll. Man.
There's just something about you.
That's genius.
I hope you find who you're looking for.
No need to rush. There's plenty of time.
Yeah. Purify my weapon.
In fact, all the time in the world.
Oh, now I don't even think it's loading. It's just telling a story.
Look for the tower. The fallen angels must be there.
Oh, I love this aesthetic.
Enoch, Azazel is after you.
10 years? Wait, so what's happening?
Must change your name.
Have I been after these angels for 10 years? I've changed my name?
Is a lie.
Lucifer did
does
say I
not
have a whole bunch of
exist.
names.
Enough. If I stay, it'll be the end of me.
McKinley didn't like the platforming in Metroid Prime. First-person platforming is awful. I thought, I thought Metroid Prime had fantastic platforming. Generally, first-person
I'll be
platforming is
getting
hard to
married
do.
soon.
That game nailed it. Oh man.
Unlike you, I can't stay young forever.
What is happening?
How is
It's been 42 years or something? Yeah, and I don't age.
Eternal
years.
life is just a myth. Show Eved the meaning of mortality.
Even what is happening? 60 years.
You have been granted the gift of immortality. Your quest will continue until you find the fallen ones.
Yep. It's gonna take apparently it's gonna take forever.
Me? I'm not going anywhere.
They're really hard to find.
Midrash, Raphael has a gift for you.
And he says apparently the reason games don't have mini games is in loading screens. Oh right. Says the company has the copyright. It's true, but this this would probably get by those rules, I guess, because it's not really a mini game. It's just the game. You just play the game during.
I come from the tower.
The loading screens.
You don't know when to quit.
Assuming this is the loading screen. I mean, this is now. I don't know if this is even the loading screen because it's just a story that's gone for 300 years, 336 years. What is happening? Oh yeah, right. McKinley asked about the Court of Owls. They're pretty much the secret society, yeah, that has that runs Gotham basically. It has influenced and shaped Gotham City for generations, says JoJo. Man, that's gonna be great. McKinley says, so like the conspiracy theory about the Illuminati, but localized to the city. Yeah, actually, that's pretty close actually. And they just like control everything. I think they had like a hand in like Wayne Enterprises in the comics as well. I mean, I'm sure they would have. They control the city. Wayne Enterprises obviously was a huge part of Gotham. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm assuming we're gonna show that at that DC fandom event as well.
I warned you not to follow us.
Alright, so I found the Watcher after, what was that, 400 years? Oh god. Oh god. It's actually, you know what, another really impressive thing about this game is it goes HUDless. There's no HUD whatsoever. It really focuses on the art. Your health is your armor. I think the only other thing you have to focus on is purifying your weapon. And if Batman is fighting them, I assume they are not benevolent. Secret societies, they're usually not benevolent. Why don't people control societies to help everybody?
This is the last time you will see me.
Oh wait, so the
Do
angel
not make the
smacked
wrong
me down?
choice again.
And he says, so you're mortal but not invulnerable? I guess. So diseases in old age don't affect you, but you can still be murdered with weapons? Yeah, I guess, although they're not doing a great job of murdering me either. They just knocked me down here.
He is a freeman. He will give you information on conditions inside the tower.
Observations recorded by the freeman. He wanders from place to place, never aging, never dying. He is a wise and righteous man, a mighty warrior. For this he is despised by those in power and must constantly change his name. He may truly be the messenger from heaven who will resurrect Ishtar. Oh, they just wrote a nice message about me. Thanks. So he's dancing to the music. Where did my weapon go?
Great. This is not a job for bare hands.
We got a martyr. Oh wait, he's got my weapon.
Liberate one of their arches.
Well, I guess I lost my weapon when I fell down. Steal the enemy's weapons, then purify them and make them your own. Ah. So the enemies also have these crazy god weapons. Yes. Purify with God. Knock off all his clothes and kill him. Game is crazy. Whoa.
Go ahead, Enoch.
Wow, what the hell?
That abomination is the tower
Death
in which the
Stranding?
fallen ones hide. Strange. I don't sense their souls within.
It's so crazy that the road has text on it that I'm pretty sure is from the Book of Enoch. It's like you're walking, like literally walking through the story. He says, I feel like it would be more effective if instead of sending one guy after the demons, after the fallen angels, instead Thanos snapped them out of existence. Yeah, I don't know. I guess God doesn't. By Thanos, I guess you mean God. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
What? Who said that? Was that Enoch?
No, haven't found it yet.
No, that was Lucifer.
But
hey, tell God that I'm
getting
doing
close.
good.
I feel it in my bones.
You have bones? McKinley says, is the Book of Enoch a real thing? It is, yeah. It's part of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
It's a book of the Bible that is not like actually part of the Bible. It's yeah, it's a real thing. Oh yeah, like I was saying, there's a role-playing game. They actually did do like a sequel spin-off for phones. It's probably still available. It's called The Lost Child. Oh wait. Oh no, I guess it was on PlayStation 4. It's got Enoch, Lucifer, and Michael as supporting characters, but it's a new protagonist. I've never played it. Oh wow, yeah, it's Vita and Nintendo Switch. It's on the Switch. Sorry, I'm just now reading about The Lost Child. I didn't know about that game. It's on the Switch. That's so weird. I guess I didn't know because it's like a role-playing game. That doesn't look very action-y at all. It looks like. Hey, oh, JoJo's out of here. Gotta head to work. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming by the stream, and thanks for voting as well. There'll be a new gaming history vote up for tomorrow, so hopefully, yeah, give it a vote, and maybe we'll see you next week. Grimpen will be back on Friday. We'll be playing some Jackbox as well. McKinley says the term Dead Sea Scrolls is awesome. McKinley said, yes, are they an interesting read? It's like probably as interesting as like the Bible. So like yes, like, they're crazy stories. You know, like this is This is a story about a guy hunting down evil angels. It's pretty awesome. Oh, such a long road with nothing on it. Wow, what the hell is that? That's really like weirdly gross. Ah! Whoa, there's like a mirror dimension behind there with an eyeball. This looks like a Kirby game now. Except for that.
At last, you have found
Oh, I found them! I found where they were hiding the whole time. After hundreds of years. Holy shit. That's exciting. Enoch's gotta be thrilled about that.
You found it at last, Enoch.
Thanks, Lucifer.
It only took you 300 years.
300 years, yeah.
A lot faster than I thought.
Oh.
The Watchers are in that tower. You had trouble finding it because it's wrapped in a veil of distorted space. Enoch, the Watchers await you within. Seek them out and bind them. His efforts had been hindered by a shroud of distorted space that hid its location.
Oh, it was distorted space.
On the other side of this dimensional rift lies the giant tower the fallen angels erected, surrounded by a sprawling city.
They would. Erect the giant tower, I mean.
To think a tower of this
Totally what Fallen
magnitude
Angels
could be
would
hidden
do.
within that
Wow, this
interdimensional
game's
portal.
insane. Look at that. It's totally a game made by an artist. You can tell. It's insanely gorgeous to look at, but it's not the most fun to play. And steal their weapon. Chia. And then strip them. God's weapon. Such a great name, Jojo from Nowhere. I mean, now I imagine now he's just gone back to nowhere. He was here.
This is a switch that can be activated by striding.
Now he's nowhere. That's where he belongs. It's his home. Oh. Vary the timing of your attack a bit to break your opponent's guard.
Use your guard break attacks.
I don't know how I did that. Like, I suppose there is some depth to this gameplay. It's just very hard to tell what's happening. Like, and you don't need to. As long as you're pressing different buttons. I mean, like I said, it's basically the same button. Although you can press, you hold down R2 and it's a little different. But I suppose you could, like, if you learned how it was all working. Wow! This game's crazy. Ah!
the people celebrating?
Different weapons too. Like they said at that one point, they were like, this one's the most all-around weapon, I guess.
Hey,
we found it. Yeah, yeah. Tell God we found it.
No doubt about it. They're here. They've really outdone themselves, building something like this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be a problem.
No
Just gonna be
problem.
able to stop them.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Lucifer. So weird. We've been considering playing this on stream for a long time, actually. But we were probably just gonna do it, like, introduce you, allow me to introduce you. More segments, introduce you. I don't know if we want to play this all the time. But if we did, do it for Forgotten Curiosities. Definitely weird enough. I mean, it's like probably its biggest sin is that it's boring. So that's not that bad. Like, it's boring, but it's insanely pretty to look at the whole way through. And then, like I said, there's that one 2D platform section, or there might be multiple parts like that. I don't know.
They don't even realize how vain evolution is without strife.
Freeman. Tell me. Fallen angels left heaven, hiding themselves from God's eyes. People flocked to the false world they created and were covered by a veil. People flourished and reveled in civilization. They worshipped the fallen angels and forgot God. Our prayers can no longer be heard. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Purify! I wish he yelled, purify, every time he purified.
Hey. Yeah. We got ourselves a situation.
Situation?
We just gotta trust him.
For me?
Okay. Talk to you later.
Love you, bye. Over in the sky, the fallen angels have appointed monstrosities to monitor and threaten people. Clad in gold and silver armor, the pair of monitors are frightening to behold. They soar through the sky, unleashing endless showers of blades. Wow, okay, maybe this isn't that cool of a place to live. Not a big fan of the blade monstrosities that fly through the sky. There they are. I had a feeling I was going to fight them.
Enoch, you do have the strangest pets.
Pets.
Okay, here's the deal. See these little things? They're called gales, weapons made from God's wisdom, just like arches. They'll be a little harder to steal. First, you'll need to get in close.
Keep moving and evade attacks.
Oh.
Hey. No, not yet. He's treading water.
Why is there another save point?
Yeah. He's been through the drill before.
Come on.
Well, don't worry. We'll get it done.
Get off the phone, God.
It's only a matter of time.
I want to save. I can just save it. Save.
Yeah, he's been through the drill before. Right. I'll be in touch.
Oh, no. He's just repeating himself. What? This is crazy. Silver stars.
Watch yourself, Enoch. You'll need a gale for this battle.
Oh boy.
You'll need a gale for this battle.
Where do I get a gale, man? I'm trying to steal this guy's gale. Yeah. Working on it, Lucifer. Gale. Gale. This guy's a weird ghost. Yeah, they're made for range attacks. Gale tackle. Gale tackle.
Good news.
Good news.
You got a gale.
You got a gale.
No, I haven't told him that yet.
Don't tell me.
I figure all in good time.
He's not even gonna tell me right now. You jerk.
Okay. Later.
And he talks to God a lot. Alright, well, that's it. That's the end of the stream. And the end of another week of gaming history. Like I said before, there'll be a new gaming history voting opportunity tomorrow. You'll be able to vote again for what we're going to play next week. And we'll be doing this next Wednesday all over again, as we do here on Grimpen Gaming. But before then, Grimpen's going to be back. We're going to be playing Jackbox on Friday. It's going to be super fun, and more Resident Evil 5 on Monday. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, McKinley and JoJo, Game & Watch, Alex KC, Lacholith, Ben Monster. And I think that's everybody. Awesome. That was an awesome time with awesome folks. And we'll see you next time for another awesome time on Antsy Fence. That was Quarantine Jam. Lou.